Boom, boom, boom. And there, Tanger Mountain erupted as the mountain of ash scatters around them. Mom, who are you talking to? Are you telling your stories again? Well, of course, my dear. I'm telling my story to the audience, of course. Don't you want to hear it as well? Of course, mine. I'm all ears. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to become your storyteller. I'm Andini Puspa Maharani from AMABILIS Vocational School, SURABAYA. Allow me to tell you the story of how Bromo Mountain came to be. Long ago in eastern Java, Tanger Mountain erupted, creating several new mountains, including Bromo Mountain. Bromo, named after the god Brahma, was a sacred place where many deities watched over the mortals below. On a fateful day in the Majapahit kingdom, Princess Roro Antong was born, admired for her stunning beauty. And then Joko Seger, a strong Brahmin, was born at the same time. The two became constant lovers. Their love blossomed. However, a strong and fierce warrior known as Yai sought Princess Doro Antong's hand. With his head full of pride and his heart full of confidence, he knew he had to propose to the princess. I am Kyai, the most powerful and the most prideful warrior in the entire Nusantara. To accept my proposal. The princess knew that she had to avoid his unwanted advances, so she had to challenge him. I will only accept your proposal if you're able to create a sea on top of the mountain within one night. And if you do finish this task, I will surrender myself to you. Fear in her eyes, but determination in her heart, knew that not even Yai could finish such a task. Yai thought for a moment and then laughed pridefully. Ha ha ho! Fine. No challenge is no right for me. I will pierce the lands and create the sea as you wish. So, Yai went out to the mountains and started working. He grabbed the head of a coconut and scraped the earth. With his sheer strength, he was able to create an entire crater. Yai was just about to finish his creation. However, as Roro Antong was watching, she knew she had a plan. She and the villagers teamed up to trick Yai into making him believe that the sun had risen before he finished. So, as the sounds were made, and the sounds of the rooster were heard, he knew he was defeated. No, how could this be? I cannot fail such a challenge. Defeated, Yai left in anger as he threw the head of the coconut into the air, and when it fell on impact, it created Batok Mountain. As the sun rose and the light of dawn shined upon the scenery in the mountains, it was different. First, the sea of sand that was created glistened upon, and of course, Batok Mountain was there, as it shined with its beautiful lush terrain. And there was a new addition. Beside the sea of sand, there was a wonderful savanna, and a lush one, in fact, created by the waters that fell from the crater. And then, within the passion and the anger he had left from the crater, it created Bromo Mountain, becoming an active volcano. After the incident, Princess Antang and Joko Segi decided to get married, as it was the right time, with no oppositions whatsoever. So, their marriage was the most celebrated in the entire kingdom. After they got married, they decided to go to the mountain as they sought for children. As they meditated, a strange and dark looming voice aimed over their heads. Roro, Antang, and Joko Sega, you will sacrifice your firstborn to the mountains, and we will give you as many children as you want. The couple, shocked out of their meditation, couldn't believe what they just heard. What? No, I cannot sacrifice my child to the mountains. Roro, it's all right. The voice that we just heard are the voices from the deities of the mountain. It is a message, my dear. You must listen to it and do as they say. After thorough talking and after heavy discussion, they reluctantly agreed. The moment the first child was born, it was sacrificed on top of the mountain. And in the end, they had the fruitful family they wished for. They had around 25 children, including Jaka Kesuma. Jaka Kesuma was a strong Brahmin and an attractive one at best. But of course, the voice came once again, and it demanded Jaka as a sacrifice. Roro Antang couldn't believe that she had to sacrifice another child. So, she had no choice but to break the news to him. Please, Jaka Kesuma, we have an important message to tell you. You're chosen as a sacrifice to the mountain to avoid calamity in our family and in our kingdom. Please, forgive us. In turn, Jaka Kesuma accepted his fate to become the sacrifice. On the day he was sacrificed, he was on top of the cliff and was escorted with his family and the kingdom and the villagers. He looked down below, and before he gave his final last breath, he had his wish. Deities of Bromo Mountain, please hear me. I will sacrifice myself to you, but before that, please bless my family and bless my kingdom to have abundant harvests on every 14th day of the Pasada. In the end, his sacrifice was honored. The kingdom had the abundant blessings that he had wished for. His family kept together with the peace and the nuisance away. In the end, the kingdom reached a level of prosperity thanks to his sacrifice. Today, Bromo Mountain stands as a symbol of love, sacrifice, and mystery, with many visitors honoring these ancient stories today. The story also tells us that sacrifices are needed to make the future bloom, and love is a responsibility and a dedication we need to keep our environment together. So, wasn't that interesting? Aren't you interested to listen to this story? Or go to the place, my dear? Well, of course, Mom. I'm really interested. Now, I want to go there. Can we please do that, Mom? Of course, my dear. So, fellow listeners, let's go to Bromo Mountain.